Cool guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Dan and today we're looking at the third Bill and Ted film, Bill and Ted Face the Music. So firstly, I do just want to apologize for this video being late. This was meant to release on the 28th of August and I just didn't release it. It's been a crazy weekend, I've been moving houses and I just haven't had time to edit this video, so I'm sorry. But here's the review for Bill and Ted 3. Okay, so this film was directed by Dean Parisot. I hope that's how you say his name. I'm really bad with names. It's just a thing, I'm sorry. But Bill and Ted are now middle-aged fathers, and they have two daughters, and their daughters play a role in this film as well, which is great fun. But they're two middle-aged fathers, and they still have not yet written that one hit song. That one hit song that was meant to be a part of their destiny. And I gotta say, this film was really good. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I felt like this movie took the best parts of the first two original films and sort of paid homage to it and reference to it as well, but still made it its own thing, which I really loved. Obviously, it was great seeing Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter back as Bill and Ted. Their chemistry was so much fun to see. And the one thing I was kind of concerned about is how they were going to portray like these dude characters while they are middle-aged fathers. I was like, how is this going to work? I'm very interested to see how they portray these characters now that they old men. Not old men, but like middle-aged men. Yeah. So it was really interesting seeing that, and I must say it really worked. They totally own these characters, and it was great seeing how these characters have aged, and you really do believe that they are the same characters that they were from the original movies. And their daughters, Billy and Thea, were also really great fun to have in the film. They didn't work for the most part at certain scenes and certain areas in the movie. I thought they kind of focused on these characters a bit too much at times. But at the same time, it was still fun having them in the film, and I thought the actresses who portrayed their daughters did a really good job as well. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to mess them up, but they were pretty good and they were pretty fun. And you also do kind of believe that these could be the daughters of Bill and Ted. I was a little concerned before going into this film because I was very curious to see how they were going to revisit these characters and these settings roughly 20 years later. So I was very interested to see how they did that, and I thought it really did work for the most part, and I thought it was really fun. It was a really fun and heartwarming movie. This film was the perfect film to come out this year. It is so heartwarming, it is so uplifting, it's so optimistic, which is one of the things I really liked about the first film, but I even feel like this third film is even more optimistic and hopeful than that first film was. At least from my memory this whole year, I've not yet seen a film that has made me this, I guess, genuinely happy and joyful while watching it. This film is that. It is the perfect film for such a dire and bitter year. I really enjoyed Bill and Ted 3. I honestly did. I think it was so much fun. And obviously this movie does have a few issues here and there. Like, they do spend a bit too much time on certain characters and moments in the first act of the film. I'm not going to mention what that is because I don't want to spoil anything. But the film does almost feel like it takes a bit of time to get going. But once it does get going, it's just so much fun from start to finish. I'd say from act like 2 to 3, it's a blast. Another slight issue I have is just some of the visual effects. I know this film didn't have a massive budget, and that is understandable. So although the visual effects at times and the green screen at times weren't perfect, it didn't bother me at all. I still think it worked for this film. And obviously, if you have seen the first Bill and Ted films, their visual effects weren't great either. So it just works for these movies, and it doesn't actually bother me that much. I do feel like when filmmakers try to revisit a franchise after a long time, it can sometimes feel like it's a bit of a cash grab, or they're just trying to, sort of reinvent a new franchise for the original franchise or something like that. This film doesn't feel like that. It does genuinely feel like a continuation of a story, and it feels original. It doesn't feel like there was any studio interference. It feels like it was the film that it wanted to be, and it executed that perfectly. There were also some great new characters that were introduced into this film, such as Dennis, who is a robot. He was played by Anthony Carrigan, I think that's how you say his name. He was one of my favorite characters in the movie, and he just worked really well with the humor and the vibe of Bill and Ted. So I really did enjoy his character. in this film. In conclusion, this film felt like it was exactly what I wanted to be, and it was a really fun, heartwarming, joyful movie that I flipping enjoyed, and Bill and Ted have now become a really great trilogy, so that is fantastic as well. I'm going to give Bill and Ted Face the Music a 4 out of 5. Please go try to support this film if you can, either at your local theatres or rent it on VOD. It is a great film, and it's so much fun, and I think it's a great third film in a really good trilogy now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you have seen Bill and Ted Face the Music, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And if you have not yet seen it, which one do you prefer out of the first or the second one? I'd love to know your thoughts on that. And then also, I have released a review for Tenet, so if you are keen to see that, I'm going to link it above here right now. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please stay safe out there. Bye bye.